Hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Movies about great things, terrible things, and all things bloody. I'm your host Noah. With me as always, Ryan.
Talking to me?
Oh, he's gonna start it early.
I had to get it out. I'm so tired.
All right.
I'm so tired. I got that out of the way.
And Vince.
Yup.
And we watched an actual classic this time.
Yep. If you can't tell from my quote, we saw The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Great movie.
Yeah, really. Jason Alexander knocked that out of the park.
Ideal casting, Rene Russo. The pair we always wanted to see.
Yeah, that nobody asked for. No, actually, we watched the 1976 movie Taxi Driver.
Yep.
With Robert De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese.
A film that, if you haven't seen it, you've seen at least 6 parodies or references to it, at minimum.
Yeah. I can think of maybe 3 or 4 different ones in The Simpsons at least.
It's peppered throughout pop culture since it came out, pretty much. Yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it's not the first collaboration between Scorsese and De Niro, but it could be arguably
their best.
Their best, or their most remembered. Maybe that, or maybe Raging Bull, but.
Oh no, I would say Taxi Driver is definitely like.
It's true because there's no one else, because even Raging Bull, you got Pesci kind of distracts. But this is really
this is
De Niro
holding the movie all down on his
Scorsese
own.
together.
Well, it's a character study. It's just like a.
That's what I
think.
I was telling you before. I'm not gonna say I related to this movie in a way, but it was like there were some points where I empathized, like, oh, poor Travis. I wouldn't react the same way he would in some of these, but I could see why he did.
Well, so if you haven't seen it, a very very brief description would be an insomniac decides to take on a taxi job and sees only the worst of the city and has got to do something about it.
Well, he's suffering from severe depression.
Yeah, well, he's an ex-Marine.
He's ex-nom, which they don't really go too much into details at all about it.
No, he just said he was honorably discharged.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, 26 years old.
From the Midwest.
And that he can't sleep at night, so he's looking for a new job.
Yeah, he'll go anywhere, any hours, anytime. He's very incredibly socially awkward.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's what do we say he was, 32 or something?
He's 20. Well, the character's 26.
Yeah, the character's 26.
De Niro's like 31, 32 when he was filming.
But he looks like he's like 22 because he's so young and so gaunt.
But he has like one of the best 5 o'clock shadows.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like a Ken doll 5 o'clock.
I don't think he looks that young. I don't think he looks.
No, he's got like baby face, and maybe it's
the
hair.
I think because we're so used to old De Niro.
Maybe, but
he looks like
the style of the hair
no,
too.
He looked age like relevant, like you know, like.
He definitely looked into at least his like late 20s.
Yeah. But either way,
like this isn't like a gang who couldn't shoot straight for De Niro, but.
Well, nobody, as we saw, he could shoot straight.
Yeah.
Dead on. So it opens up with De Niro applying for a taxi driving job for some company.
Also, doesn't have much schooling, as we find out.
No, not much schooling. Dishonorably discharged Marine, you know. He doesn't bust chops.
He's very. It's funny because
you're gonna bust my chops.
Yeah, you're gonna bust my chops.
If you're gonna bust my chops.
As we more see, he's very much what David Berkowitz was trying to be. Like he's a lonely loner, drives around all night, writes in his journal.
Yeah, so
very poetic thoughts.
He might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a quick side note: that guy that's like grilling him about the job, that's Joe Spinell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was in Maniac. He had a small role in The Godfather, and he's a great like little kind of cult.
I'm blanking.
Cult actor.
Just before we get away, so we mentioned the 2 big ones, De Niro and Scorsese, but blank on the name. The writer.
Paul Schrader.
Yeah, written like apparently within 2 days.
Really?
All like 2 drafts, very autobiographical in the sense like he was going through a divorce and squatting at his then ex-girlfriend's house.
Oh my god.
Didn't know what the fuck to do. Was like couldn't sleep, on pills. Just like
Jesus.
No
Christ.
friends in LA. He's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. And turned it creatively.
Yeah.
Which is something like very much like there's no easy way to say it. Guys, never bring this up on any kind of dates. Your knowledge of serial killers. at
Yeah,
all.
it's a
At least
big-
not the first date. It's
a big red flag.
It's a big red flag. It's a 6th date
Huh.
one at best. But recently, because of the things I've been listening to, I've been talking about a lot about it, and like dead on. Like I mentioned Berkowitz before. Like dead on, you see all the telltale signs of like the like there's no for sure profile like the serial killer type.
Well, no, but there is like a type.
Well, it's the idea
A
of
lonely, disturbed.
it's the lonely.
kinda-
Well, it's the lonely guy. Like I said, I identified the loneliness kind of aspect of him, like the always feeling isolation, socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas
But doesn't manifest into anything.
it doesn't matter. But a lot of people, and which happens in serial killers, they feel isolated from society, and they build a superiority complex about it because it helps them because they feel not as shitty about themselves.
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
and they're
they-
like, oh, I'm better than everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
that's-
just better. So I'm
That's
better.
why they don't want to hang out with me. I'm just better.
Yeah, I'm better than no. You know what? Fuck them. They don't deserve it. And that's how people survive. And they're like, which is the clear case example with Mr. Bickle. Also, fact, like clearly from some like small Midwest town, so he's always seen the worst. The worst of New York isn't helping that perspective of him either.
Well, yeah.
Especially New York in the fucking 70s.
Yeah,
it was
for
like,
sure. At its probably peak worst.
Yeah, it was basically like
Well, you
most,
say he's-
a lot of parts of it were like as bad as like third world countries. And
Yeah,
just
and this
burning
was
rubble and
filmed during both a heat wave and a garbage strike in New York.
Oh, great. So it really...
we could smell the grime.
It did look fucking dirty, this movie.
Well, no shit. We see him. He narrates. Also one of the few films where narration works in a movie because I don't really hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the show don't tell. The only time you really narration works is if you have a character with like a fucked up mindscape.
Well, okay, yeah, that's
works,
true.
which works for this because you get into like this guy's fucked up view as he describes cleaning out the blood and the cum from the back seat.
Well, yeah,
Taxi.
because throughout the entire movie, he seems to be writing a journal
yeah.
because he's naming off dates.
Mm-hmm.
It actually starts with May 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking about having the rain wash away the scum of the city.
Yeah, if you read Watchmen, it sounds very familiar.
That's it.
It's very Rorschach-ish.
And he's driving around, I guess, the worst parts of New York at night and just seeing the prostitutes and the pimps and the drug dealers and drug users.
Yeah, like fueling his. I think Scorsese said like almost like fueling his hate, just like almost like exposing himself, like giving this kind of justification.
Yeah, and he says, the animals come out at night, and since he's up at night, all he sees is the animals.
Yep.
It's a fucking zoo, man. And yeah, at his first fare, or at least the first fare that we see him take, is this old white man and this like young black prostitute while they're making out and fooling around in the back of his cab. If I had to deal with that on a day-to-day basis,
And honestly, that's probably the best fare he has.
Yeah.
And most like maybe second best fare he has in this entire movie is the first one compared to some other ones. Some of the other characters. It's compared to some of the other ones he gets.
yeah, that's it. It's just all kinds of. That's it. It's just scum, man. There's no better way to say it. Like I'm at a blank here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has to clean the cum and the blood out of his cab on a nightly basis. People just use it as like a rolling hotel or a motel.
Yeah. I mean, not even charging by the hour.
Yeah, they're just charged by the block.
Although, as we find out, things aren't. I mean, inflation is how it is. So we're looking at this from a 2016 period, but we see how much it pays for concession treats
At the porno theater.
at the porno theater. Like, wow, you say get your money's worth, man. $1 go a
Go.
long way.
Well, that's it. He got jujubes because they last longer.
Well, I don't think they had it. I was like, we got it here, but like, yeah, it was like popcorn,
Yeah.
Royal Crown.
Yeah, he got Royal Crown Cola,
He wanted Coke.
but only the finest at
Yeah.
this porno theater. I'm surprised they had that much concession to begin with.
And also, like that porn. I mean, porn theaters always mystified me. I guess they make more sense in the 70s because where else are you gonna watch your porn
Yeah.
in the early 70s? But it's like it's the concession. It's like in the same room.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's right there.
The only thing dividing was the screen.
Yeah, like half the room of the screen was like a small little, like 5 people.
It was a tiny theater.
Yeah, there's ain't no privacy.
Like, if you're gonna be in a porno theater, and I guess you're all doing the same thing in there, I can imagine. Like, you're in really close proximity to each other.
Well, like literally, when you're buying concessions, you're talking in the theater.
Yeah. Shh. Don't listen to the plot.
That was De Niro's girlfriend.
Yeah, well,
actual
you're
girlfriend,
not
too.
you're not actually supposed to, like, jerk off in porn theater. Like,
Yeah, No,
Clearly,
it's
people
Like some
do.
savage.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the full etiquette of the whole.
Oh,
it's
Oh
clearly-
shit! I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I've just been leaving
I
a
didn't
mess every
expect
time
you've
I
been
go.
doing it in this day and age at all. It was weird.
Hey, I love film.
I'm a social animal.
I enjoy seeing it up on the big screen.
It's not masturbation if you're not alone.
Yeah. Well, does God count?
That's a good point. Although, like, and we also see the scene. Travis Bickle not the best with the ladies.
Yeah. Well, it's our introduction to his love interest. I
Well,
guess
the first one when he's seeing the concession stand girl.
Well,
He's
yeah.
like, what's your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was pretty forward about it too.
Breaking the big rule, like even I know, like never flirt.
Well,
with a
she
girl.
probably deals with fucking
Yeah,
creeps all the
sleaze
time.
all
You know,
day.
Yeah,
There-
yeah.
He wasn't even that like out of line.
He's
but
not.
we're
Well,
just
I
like-
always think don't flirt with any girl at a job if it's the service
yeah,
industry.
but especially not at a fucking
not a
porn
porn theater where
like-
it's like 2 feet away, a guy's jerking off.
Yeah. Like, if you can see cocks and you're hitting on somebody, it's not a good sign.
I mean, I guess they both have.
And he's like, oh, do you have any jujus that they last longer?
Like,
it
good
was
for
a
you.
nice save.
So yeah, we meet Sybil Shepherd at the Palance, Palatine. Sorry, not Jack Palance.
Not Jack Palance.
No, the Palatine headquarters. Palatine is a local senator running for president.
Yep. And I think he got a good shot.
Oh.
With Bizarre, with Bart, his slogan, "We are the people."
We are the people.
Are
with R
underlined.
not we, as his buttons would say.
Because they ain't gonna pay for
No.
it misspelled.
No, so it opens up with Albert Brooks.
Man, Albert Brooks.
Man, he looked so good with hair. Like, and I don't care if it was the style at the time,
That fro.
but that fro, that
Jew fro.
Jew-fro was powerful.
That Eugene Levy era Jufro.
Yeah, it was au natural. He let it go.
Yeah, no product.
He's telling
He was,
somebody.
he was like a charming George Costanza.
Kinda, he's just annoying. He's just like,
He's annoying, but
Yeah,
not
I would-
overly so. Like, see, he's got some wit to him.
yeah.
I like that, a charming George Costanza.
Yeah.
You know what, Albert Brooks, if you're listening to this, you can fully use that, but you have to come and be a guest on our episode.
Please, sir.
Please.
I loved you in Drive.
I did too. I was so happy to see him play like the bad boy. It was a nice.
Yeah, him and Ron Perlman.
Yeah, him and Ron Perlman, 2 Jewish gangsters.
Oh, I loved it.
Guys, we do.
Maybe a future episode.
Yeah,
we
I
do
was gonna say,
Drive.
we do Drive.
100%.
We should stop this podcast now
Yeah.
and get to Drive. No, so it's Sybil Shepherd and
Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks, thank you.
As we find out through narration, De Niro's already spotted Sybil Shepherd. Has already commenced his light. Oh, it's to call it stalking.
Yeah,
His
I mean,
admiration from afar. He ain't following her home, but
it's analog stalking, I guess, where you just kind of have to watch them.
Yeah.
Because there's no social media or anything.
no.
And Sybil Shepherd tells Albert Brooks, a taxi driver.
Yeah,
he's
he's not subtle about it either.
No, he's just sitting there
Just
with those
dead
big,
on.
big brown eyes.
Yeah. The window rolled down.
Yeah, exactly. And Albert Brooks goes to tell him to leave. And De Niro drives off even before he has a chance to really get told off.
Yeah, he gets out there fast. That's the most intimidating. At that point, intimidating Albert Brooks had been. Comes out there. Hey, do you mind your block?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like peels off.
Bolts. The Cabbie restaurant with Peter Boyle as the Wizard just Wizard,
Just Wizard. Yeah.
and he's got a story for everything. Anytime
And there's the other guy, Doughboy.
yeah, Doughboy,
Because he'll do anything.
he'll do
for
anything
a buck.
for a buck.
And then there's the other guy who doesn't talk, the black dude.
Yeah.
He just kind of sits there.
And it makes a gunshot noise at.
Oh no! He asked Travis for his $5.
Yeah, he wants his money back, and he calls him killer.
Yeah, Killer. I noticed a few people called him Killer in this movie.
Well, because he's rocking that army jacket,
yeah, but I mean,
which at the time it's just like if you're wearing an army, it's like the Martin McFly is wearing what appears to be a life jacket. They're like, oh well, that's not the style. It's like if you're gonna wear military clothing,
you want to
because
be
you're
a
in the
killer.
military.
Yeah. Well, he was honorably discharged.
Yep.
But yeah, they're at the restaurant where Peter Boyle is telling a story about a sexy cab ride he had, where not only did he get to see the woman take off her underwear, he got laid $200 and a phone number to her house.
In Ecuador. No?
Yeah, that's somewhere in like Ecuador. And they're like, damn, dude, like cab drivers really had it made in the 70s.
Yeah. Peter Boyle looking like a sad, like haired Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, if Krusty the Clown had like human colors.
Was this pre Young Frankenstein?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the year Young Frankenstein came out. I've never fully seen Young Frankenstein.
Or
either.
Joe is similar to Taxi Driver. You never seen that?
No, I haven't seen it. Like we sell a lot at my job, but
Yeah, that movie's fucked up.
Well, future episode it is then.
Mm-hmm. To the list.
Yeah, to the list. Yeah, you know, we need to get like a white erase board in
Yeah.
here and really just start marking stuff down.
Yeah, so we can do my Scott. We all do our Scott All survey. Says Joe.
Looks like we're doing Joe
I
tonight.
have a white erase board. In
Yeah?
my room there, yeah.
Okay, so we'll, I guess, bring it in here or use it in there. Anyways, enough about
We
that.
digress.
Well, it's easy to digress because fucking spoiler. There's not much of a story.
Well,
The
yeah.
Taxi Driver. It is kind of like Scorsese described it as like almost like the movie's supposed to be like a
It's like a
fever
dream. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I was like, as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, I wonder how we're gonna like talk because there's like scenes of him just driving
It's
around.
it's a slice of life. As they say. It's like you're just following this guy in this fucking fucked up time in his life, and just like progress and this fixation he has, which. Again, I'm not saying I've never had to this extreme. You do
I
have
heard
those,
like a slow progression into madness where you just like
mixed with insomnia, like you fixate on things, like being a woman, like Sybil Shepherd later on, then like an idea of it gives him purpose. Like I think in the whole, especially when you have depression, it's like you're so listless. So when you latch onto something that gives you a sense of passion, it's fucking crazy. It is like say an assassination for what ends are never established. Just for,
No, he just seems
to
to
get
get
our
it in his
attention, like
mind.
fuck it. It's almost like a spiteful thing or something.
Well, yeah, because at this point, De Niro applies to work at the
Yeah,
headquarters.
which is like a nice move. He does a pretty nice move. Like does the idea of it's this weird juxtaposition because they always say like he's clearly done the thing that you always hear criticize the guys of like creating like putting a girl on a pedestal, like cast, like writing a script of what you want and like assigning people that cast, which is like a thing to do. But when you're really confident, it's also a good technique to do things like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I established it to it, and he has a pretty good move setting up to it.
Yeah.
Much like myself, he's very charming on up front with girls. I mean, I've never taken my first date to, I guess technically second date to a porn theater, but.
Yeah, well, that's it. They go on 2 dates. The first date to pie and coffee.
Yeah, she definitely
Very
finds him
normal.
awkward but intriguing.
Well, yeah, because she said she wouldn't be there if she didn't find
and
out.
he doesn't take no for an answer. He's insistent.
Yeah, which is good. You know,
Albert
it's
Brooks tries
admirable.
to take. Hey, why don't you talk over me about the? Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, shut up. And it's funny too because whenever De Niro and her are talking, he's constantly
Yeah, he's
putting down
really-
he's
on
always
her.
looking over like, what are they?
Yeah,
What's
what
going
are
on
they
here?
talking about?
And he's like, fuck. He spends half the day trash talking Brooks too.
Yeah. I don't like your friend. He's funny,
Yeah.
but like not funny.
Even though I've never had any kind of interaction with
Yeah.
him, I've just been staring at him and I've created this idea of who he is.
Of who he is.
Yeah, he's like I don't see. There's nothing between you. He's like I don't see any energy. He's like but with me and you.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da.
and he and I think he heard the most beautiful thing one girl can ever say to a guy. She compares him to a Chris Christopherson song.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's totally clueless to like anything kind of like he's just like, oh, I don't really like listen to music or
no, he's there.
Well,
he's
just
very
like-
withdrawn.
His idea of a second date is taking a girl to a porno movie.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, plenty of couples.
Yeah,
go
there's
there.
a
I've
lot of
seen
couples.
plenty of couples.
And
He's
you know
like,
what?
oh, I
That porno movie too was really weird because it was like
But no, it's like a
It's like a
weird
s-
sex ed, like it's one of those European like.
It was
soft
artsy.
porn kind of. I don't know. It was like weird, but
like
'cause-
Rochelle.
but he
no,
was he
that
was
was a
really
self high five, guys. I don't
Yeah, bang!
don't let anyone think that high five was out of a good job for that.
don't let him shame you on high five me, man. Sounds all right.
No, stop. People out there, believe
Theater
me.
of the mind, people. I'm a master at Foley.
But I like. I really don't think he meant anything.
He doesn't. It's definitely said it's maybe like a tinge of like not like Asperger's, but it's a social ineptness.
Well, yeah, he doesn't really seem to know
He's
how
not
to talk
good.
to people. He's not good at people.
No, well, like I said, it's the one of the
I mean,
tough things
you'd
about-
think you would have the common sense or a lot to
You'd
not
think-
bring a
you'd
girl
think so,
on the
but
first
again-
date to like a porn movie.
You know, but like I said, well, he's also like I said, depression does fucked up things to you. Like so he feels
Yeah.
it's constant state of isolation,
Yeah.
and then even
Because maybe he thinks it's like, oh, it's like
Yeah.
it's an intimate date.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just
like I said, he
she's
crafts this idea, and he has like he definitely always feels alone, even though he has opportunities to be social. He still chooses not to be.
well, and it seems that those are the only kind of movies he fucking watches.
Yeah.
Like, you only see him at the porn theaters.
He also
Yeah.
buys her
42nd Street.
that Chris Christopherson album.
Yeah.
That she already had.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird too, because wait a second. Oh no! Wait, no, that was before. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. I'm off topic. as you were, guys. I'm just gonna go through my notes real fast. Oh yeah, so we actually did skip a fairly important part.
Oh, which
The introduction of Jodie Foster.
oh, that's right. It happens pre the date.
Yeah, pre-date. Actually, he had two fares that were pre-date. He had Palantine himself,
Yep.
who... See, I
That's
don't know.
one of the best fucking acting moments of like when like Travis tries to open it up. I was like, oh, this is guy. He's like markedly connected to something going on in my life right now because I'm gonna date this girl
Yeah, who works for you?
who works for you. Oh, what a coincidence! So I'm like that awkward like Chris Farley-esque approach. Like, yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Big fan!
Yeah.
Big fan!
And then he opens up about how he really feels about things. And Fallon looks at him like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah. He's, Palantine goes, so, Travis, if you can, like, change one thing, what would it be?
And he's I turned the fucking city to the glass.
Yeah, he's like, I would clean all the scum out of the city, and I think somebody needs to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? And Palatine's like, I think I do.
Yeah.
And then he gets out. And he's like, oh, look, we're like 5 blocks away from my hotel. It's a nice night. We'll walk it.
Yeah. Has
But then
Jodie
Jodie Foster is the second fare, who's in there for a split second before a really greasy arm grabs her out of the car and throws a 20 on the
crumpled up 20.
crumpled up 20
He's like,
on
forget
the
about
passenger
it. Nothing.
side seat, saying, "Forget you saw anything."
Which like really, like they don't tell you. They let you piece it together yourself how like that really fucks up his own self-image too.
Yeah,
Because
because he
like
took
people
the 20.
see, well, yeah, because people he didn't do anything. Like wow, I feel paid off. Like I'm just this guy who lets. Like, it's all well and good to be like Monday morning quarterback or sit armchair.
Armchair coach.
Armchair coach is like, oh yeah, no, I'm fucking better than anyone else. I can kick ass. Everyone else is scum.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I just let things happen.
Yeah, you're just as guilty for not stopping it.
And we also brought up during the
Yeah, but he looks at it, the money, the crumpled 20, and then he takes it, but he does
He never
something with it
used it.
later.
Yeah, well, we went to say that at one point the other taxi drivers, one of them offers to get him two. He offers he can get him a piece,
Yeah,
get him a weapon, and then he tries to get him in on a deal of selling a piece of a bathtub.
Yeah, I was wondering about
Errol Flynn or something.
Errol Flynn's bathtub.
Like, so for some reason he thinks this guy would have the connections.
Yeah, like
He's like, hey, I'll give it to you. If you can get rid of it, give me half.
yeah, give me half.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Like, what are you gonna do with a fucking bathtub? And why you have a piece of it now?
Yeah,
Like, see, here's the watermark, and here's the second watermark.
it reminds me of like in every group there's like there's the quiet. It's almost like the gang in Good Will Hunting. It's like there's the quiet one, there's the stupid loud one.
Yeah. The funny one.
The funny one. The one tries to say Errol Flynn's bathtub. Look
Yeah.
at the inscriptions right there.
Yeah, it says EF forever. But yeah, after that horrible date.
Oh, we get what Scorsese describes as like the most painful scene in the movie, where he tries calling her.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
the film, it's almost as bad as the Favreau call in Swingers. It's almost as bad as that, but Scorsese even says like they take the camera off him to like fuck, we can't even watch this.
Yeah, it's too painful to watch. Where he's calling her saying, "Oh, I'm sorry about our date last night. I want to make it up to you. I sent you some flowers. You didn't get the flowers? I sent them. I know I sent them." And she probably did get the flowers and junked them.
Yeah, it's coming a little strong. It's coming from me too. It's like oof.
That's 10 kinds of strong.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, he keeps
yeah,
sending
he had
flowers.
a chance and he blew it. You know,
Yeah.
like she was actually
She was into his
kind of
weirdness.
into. Yeah, he's,
Which is like, arguably, it could be the only girl in the past, like maybe most maybe 5 years who are. It's not a common occurrence for him.
No, it doesn't
So
seem
it's a big
like
deal when it happens.
yeah to meet a girl and talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, you see his apartment is kind of filled up with all these flower bouquets that have been returned.
Yeah. Well, we didn't describe his apartment either.
Oh my god, I wouldn't even call it an apartment. It's like an enlarged prison cell.
Yeah. It's his Cape Fear cell was tidier.
Yeah, it's very bare. It's a cot,
Mm-hmm.
not a bed, not like an army cot,
Yeah.
with a shitty mattress that rolls up.
Everything kind of flung around.
Yeah, he's got a TV on a milk crate,
Mm-hmm.
a chair, but he has like one of everything because he's not planning to have company.
Yeah.
Because
Well, he's also working. Didn't he say he's also working like 7 days a week at some points?
yeah, he works 6 to 7 days a week, 10 to 12-hour days.
He said he was like making like 300 or something.
Yeah, sometimes 4 if he does it off books.
Yeah.
You know, like $400 a week for back then.
It's not bad. That's 7 days a week on like 12-hour shifts. I give him at that point.
Yeah, no, it is bad, but I mean, little brag, as a chef, I've certainly done those shifts myself, and I did not get paid. I got paid about that amount what he earned, but now.
Plus, he's making tips.
Plus tips, yeah. So, you know, it's tough, but
Well,
it's...
he clearly ain't spending it on clothes. He ain't really spending it on food.
Yeah, I loved his meal of bread, whiskey,
Schnapps.
sugar, and milk. He's sitting there.
Yeah, how was the chef and you feel about that one? The
Well,
pickle.
you know what? And it's funny because if you add 1 or 2 more ingredients in there, you got yourself a pain perdu. You got bread pudding. So he's not far off.
Yeah, he's pouring schnapps.
yeah, but
like
then he
maple
starts fucking working out and
Yeah, he's like, no more bad food.
syrup. Yeah, he's like,
No
fucking,
more
I'm a
pills. No
warrior
more
now.
poison.
starts like burning himself
He's
to
like
get stronger and
Fucking
like
flexing over the fire.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to toughen you up
Yeah,
like
looks like he's
a monster.
it looks like he's about to shoot up.
His skin was so tight that it looked like it was...
Vacuum packed.
Yeah, sous vide.
It looked like it almost had that appearance like in when they put Chris Evans' head on that skinny body.
Oh, and
In
Captain America.
It looked like that only like.
yeah.
That's where he buys his pieces.
No, we're got surprisingly, we still have a lot to cover. That in a movie where not too much happens, he meets that other shitty cab fare, the one who talks about the 44 Magnum.
Oh, Scorsese himself.
That was Scorsese.
That was
yeah.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
That also it made me maybe because I've been thinking about it recently because I heard a couple of comparisons. It's gonna sound weird when I bring up Tarantino. And you know, one of
Because he drops the N-bomb?
He drops the N-bomb. People always talk about how when Tarantino does that, how why it's much more negative when he does it compared to like Scorsese. And maybe because like with Scorsese, it feels like with his characters, it makes more sense to be like Italian gangsters, or in this case, a guy who is he does that thing where like most people, like I'm not gonna say most people, the hard times of being white, but like if for some reason every once in a while you have that guy who's racist who feels comfortable being racist around you. Assuming like, hey, we're both white, right? I'm like, no, that's
Yeah,
that's
just
not
we're
cool.
both white doesn't mean it's okay.
I mean, this guy's also fucking out of his... I mean, it's awkward anymore in Pulp Fiction because he's doing it to his friend.
Yeah.
And it just sounds awkward when it's coming out of his mouth. But this guy's out of his... like, coked out of his mind.
Yeah, but I don't think Travis minded him saying... He probably like was more disturbed about him talking about what the pussy would look like if it was shot with a 44.
Yeah.
The chivalrous in him, yeah.
So Scorsese, the passenger, tells Travis Bickle to pull over, to not stop the meter, to not write down where he is.
Why did I tell you to do that? Don't stop that.
Yeah, don't stop the meter. Turn the meter back on.
He felt
Put the
like going
pen
something
fucking down.
Put it down. Put it down.
I would imagine that would be his directing style too, and very annoying.
Well, wasn't he using like a lot of coke at that time?
I could imagine that.
In the 70s, for sure.
Oh yeah.
His entire American Dad episode based on it.
Yep, that's right. So he tells Travis that that's his wife up there, silhouette in the apartment, but that's not his apartment. That's the apartment of a black guy, and he's gonna go kill her.
Yeah.
He's going to just shoot her in the face with a 44 Magnum.
And he's like...
And he keeps bragging about it,
Yeah, he's
too.
bragging about it.
And when we see one later, it's a fucking hand cannon. It's like a severe piece of artillery.
It's the dirty hair gun.
Yeah, just imagining Martin Scorsese wielding it.
Oh my god, it would blow him away. Even like watching De Niro handling it. I was like, God, don't hurt yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Snap your wrist on that.
Yeah, that scene doesn't go anywhere. It just like kind of sets. It's just an example of. It doesn't
Did you
set up
see the
anything
size
other.
of that thing? It's a goddamn hand cannon.
What, you think I'm sick? You think I'm sick? You must think I'm sick, right? I'm sick. That was a terrible...
Something about him reminded me of like Oscar Isaacs. Like, I can see like a modern day Oscar Isaac playing that role.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's...
But yeah, it doesn't go in it. Like, there's no resolution to that scene. We don't know if he did it or not. Just like an more example of the shit that he sees on an arguably nightly basis that fuels his psychosis.
Yeah. And that's probably one more reason why he asked specifically for a 44 Magnum later.
Yeah.
So kind of like Chekhov's gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so it comes along that we're back at the cabbie's diner. Of course, Wizard telling another one of his great stories about midgets, fags, one-legged men. Or three different stories, sorry.
This is when like Travis starts to reach out for help.
Yeah. He's like, look, man, I know we don't talk very much and all, Wizard, but I've been getting these thoughts and feelings and
do something bad.
Gonna do something bad. And I really liked his story, or not a story, but like his resolution of it.
Well, the Wizard's like the closest thing he has to a friend in this movie. Like,
yeah, and even then he's like, we're not really friends.
Or and even if you are, it's like
they work together.
But even if it's your friend, it's not something you just, like. Trust me, again. But when you go up to someone like, "Hey man, I'm not feeling good," as much as you want to help someone, you're like, "Fuck." It's the Wizard. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say to you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, fucking go get laid.
Yeah, well, that's what he tells him. Go get laid, go get drunk. But also his story of like the man becomes the job, and that you do what you're meant to do, because that's why he doesn't want to have his own cab. He's been a cabbie for 17 years.
Well, again, it's the whole idea of like you're looking for an identity.
Yeah.
And later on, like, whereas Bickle sees himself as like either this warrior or it's just like you do it. It motivates as passion in you, and you don't even question it because it just gives you a sense of purpose.
Yeah, and that's enough.
Yeah, that's all you need. And a lot of people do find that in their job.
Yeah, wherever you're... That's it. Like, in this case, we do the podcast, right? We're all big fans of movies.
What else would I do without this?
I know. It's only...
At this point, I'm only working...
It gives meaning to our lives, you know?
Well, I mean, I pretty much sleep 6 days a week until today. And then I record and...
We break you out.
I go... Yeah. Well, you download the movie to my brain. And I scan it for about 40 minutes at double speed. And although this movie, is 2 hours long almost, but it didn't feel like 2 hours.
It's weird, yeah. For a 2-hour movie that has like arguably no real plot, and listless, but it doesn't like have a, and it's not like it has even a huge. The climax is appropriate for what it is. It's not like it's like arguably not like a huge, like climax. It's huge for what the rest of it, but yeah, the pacing's weird because like not a lot happens, but it doesn't drag. Like, it doesn't move.
Well, because, like, going back to an older episode when we watched The French Connection.
French Connection is much different, yeah.
I felt...
Which is funny, because that one has much more of a plot.
Yeah, that's it. It has a stronger plot with more going on. But for some reason, I found it more dry.
Yeah, well, this Scorsese guy's a pretty good director.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he'll do something good one day.
What we're talking about was almost De Palma.
To do this.
The alternate casting was weird. Yeah, it was De Palma. I can't remember why they knocked him out, and they're watching like a screening of like Mean Streets, and they're like, okay, fucking the Scorsese and De Niro guy. Although apparently Scorsese
get Bobby in there.
Scorsese originally asked Dustin Hoffman for the role, and Hoffman's like, no, you're fucking crazy. No way. He's since regretted that. Which I could see like Marathon Man era Dustin Hoffman. I could see like Straw Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I
could totally see him like agitated, loner, awkward type. Like they're saying other names for it. Like I can't remember all of them. Like
Ratso. He did
walk in. I could see walking, but it would be different.
It'd be different.
It'd be different. Paul Newman, too charming.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way do I not Paul Newman not being able to get laid.
Yeah, I can't not see him smiling.
Yeah.
All I can see is that cover of Newman's own everything.
It's the Cool Hand Luke, just the line like, hey man.
Yeah, I'm good. Or The Gambler.
Yeah. Or the Sting, just like chilling out.
Yeah, just great. But what happens? So we
also,
see...
it's almost Melanie Griffin as Iris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tibby Hedren got her out of it. She felt it inappropriate.
What, to do Roar instead?
Yeah. She felt it much safer for her to get mauled.
My daughter will be better off with tigers. Thank you very much. Said no good mother ever. But we get to so we see Travis driving around in daytime now, and sees that Sybil Shepherd's not working. I guess he kind of scared her off of the campaign trail, or so it would seem, but she's never there. We see Bickle run into Jodie Foster again. Yeah. And this time she gets...
Actual 12-year-old Jodie Foster.
She was 12,
She was
right?
12.
A 12-year-old playing a 12-year-old.
Hanging with the girl she's usually with is apparently the actual inspiration for the character.
Oh, really?
Iris.
The Iris? Or
yeah,
Iris?
The actual one. Yeah, because they were talking about Melanie Griffin pulled her out. In this case, she was actually 12. I know her mom was cautious about her taking the role.
Yeah, well, that was the controversy behind it, but they used her sister as a body
double for some of their parts.
Her sister was older.
I mean, I guess arguably the fears were slightly justified, given this film did give rise to a stalker.
Yeah, that's
true. Who tried to shoot the president to impress her or to get her attention.
To get her attention, at least. Next time. But actually, it's cool that you mentioned that, the shooting, because now is where the movie really starts to pick up steam. It's June 8th, and Travis Bickle says that change is coming. And it's cool, too, because you also see in the background, he's got that organized poster. Yeah,
which he talked about. In the Sybil Shepherd, he's trying to explain the joke to her.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna get organized.
Yeah, which, fuck her. That was a good joke. She couldn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't very difficult. But he gets one of those, and then he starts getting his life in order. And this is when he goes 50 push-ups a day, 50 sit-ups a day, no more garbage food, burning, the pull-ups. And this is where he goes to buy the guns.
Buys the guns.
One of the coolest scenes, too.
Easy Andy.
Yeah, goes to get the guns from Easy Andy that he meets through, I guess, Doughboy, who's always trying to get a deal on something. And this is a very professional arms dealer. I gotta say, he had 2 suitcases with everything ready to go. Suit. Yeah, he had the suit. He looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he wasn't the type of, the biker, the Jim Beaver type from Breaking Bad, which is how you expect most arms dealers to look, kind of like a old biker type.
A biker or a thug. No, he was very professional. He knew all the pieces very well. And this is where Bickle asks for that 44 Magnum. Yeah. Because he heard Scorsese talking about it earlier. And even
though it's expensive, probably was most expensive item, says does not recommend it to him, obviously, right off the bat. It's hey man, if you want it, but this is gonna help you out more.
Yeah, and he gives him he gives him the 38 thumb
38,
nose.
Yeah, 38.
Little 38 thumb nose, especially too for a taxi driver. Probably really good to have.
Practical.
Small, it's got a lot of kick to it. He also shows him the Colt 25 automatic, which can put quite a few bullets in you. I think it's at only 8 or 7 in one in the chamber, but they go real fast. And he also gives him the 380 Walther, which replaced the P2 in World War II. Small gun trivia.
And he throws in
a holster for that 44 Magnum.
What was the total on all that? It's 4 guns in the holster.
Yeah, actually, give me a second. I'll add it up right now. I wrote down the prices, and I gotta say, I don't know if it was
no taxes.
Yeah, no taxes. You don't have to pay Uncle Sam on that one, guys. So it was $40 for the holster and $350 for the Magnum. It was $250 for the snub nose. $1.25 for the automatic, and $150 for the Walther. What? That can't be right. Let me try that again. that number is not right.
It's high, but as Travis says, he's not going to spend money on himself.
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to really spend money on anything.
This is it. Well, it was on Chris Christopherson
Yeah, Chris Christopherson and Flowers.
and Tickets Out of Town.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
works like friggin' like 12 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
it's $915. I must have put a multiply in there
Yeah.
last time. So for $915, he's gotten quite a bit of hardware, and
That's when he gets really after he makes the deal with the guns, and he gets really enthusiastic about selling them some drugs too.
yeah. Well, I mean, he seems to have everything up.
Or a
his down.
car.
A car, yes. Like
It's like, I get a new Cadillac with the pink slip, $2,000.
$2,000. Like, pink Cadillac with a pink slip, $2,000.
I guess he quit. I mean, like Travis wasn't down up on the drugs at that point, although he has been popping pills.
Yeah, I don't know what these pills were. Were they for like his stomach pain, which he thinks might be stomach cancer, or is it for like his psychological
Uppers or something to keep him like attentive while he's trying to get to sleep. I don't know. He quits them. He's just like no more. At least.
Yeah, but then he goes back on them at the end.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. Well, he's crazy.
But yeah, he spends a bit of time at the shooting range trying to really hone his skills.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he practices quick draw in the mirror. One of the cool things. He builds that gun launcher out of an old drawer that with the slide.
Yeah. Fuck you,
Yeah,
MacGyver.
that's sure the iconic scene. You talking to me?
Yeah, that's it. That's where it is. Can we all like spend 10 seconds? You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Oh, you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Well, you must be talking to me because I don't see anyone else around here.
Hey, you talking to me?
You
Where was
talking to me?
He improvised that scene because in the script apparently it just says Travis talking to himself in the mirror, and De Niro just
Yeah.
came up with that out of his
Yeah, definitely
own
building.
genius.
Yeah, he's like building the character, like walking around.
He's amping himself up,
Again, feeding into his own delusion of him being this like badass.
and he has that.
Which immediately made me think of when Mo in Simpsons is doing it, and the gun comes out and breaks the mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh crap! Damn. Crap. He also has that little speech. Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Well, Vince, you know it better than I do. But...
Oh, when he does like the double draw with like the Magnum and the 38.
Yeah.
It's so
awkwardly big and small. But
This is a man who would not take it anymore. This is,
and then I didn't say what it is.
manifesto.
Another time where De Niro has a hard time talking to people at the first Palatine event, where he spots a Secret Service agent.
okay, you one of those Secret
It's so
Service
it
guys?
takes him forever to like sidles up to him.
Yeah, and he's mimicking him, sort of like how a mime would mock somebody. Look to the left. Oh, exaggerated look to the left.
Yeah.
Scratch his head. Big scratch of the head. Here we go. And he's like, "You got a problem, buddy?" He's like, "No."
Yeah. Let me not create a diversion or indoctrinate myself into your mind.
Yeah, well, because at first he says, so you must be one of those Secret Service guys, right? He's like, yeah, why do you want to know? I saw some suspicious people.
The worst lying.
They were real suspicious, I tell you. I don't know where they went.
It's a clear example of how like his plan is to shoot the senator and how he is an idiot. Stuff like that. Like when it comes to like, oh yeah, no, you don't arouse suspicion to yourself.
Yeah.
And wearing the same fucking clothes with a more noticeable haircut later on too.
All the time he's wearing that same fucking army jacket.
What kind of guns you guys carry?
Yeah. Yeah, a weird guy coming up asking me how my job routine was.
Yeah.
Then he's like, well, if you want, take your name and address and I'll send you all the information. He's like, really?
Yeah.
You do that?
And he gives him a fake name, Henry Crinkle.
In New Jersey.
I feel like this is almost how Oswald happened too.
Too long of a postal code. He's like, that's 6 numbers. He's like, oh, is it?
He's like, okay, drop that last one.
He's like, oh yeah.
I was thinking my phone number.
All right, buddy.
And he's like, well, you're thinking of your phone number. What, your phone number is the same as your area code? Thankfully, you're that one guy out there who got lucky.
Yeah, he was trying to pull the reverse Fletch, man. It was like 7.
7, yeah. It's not enough numbers. All right, 4. And then he starts taking off while the Secret Service agent clearly has figured out.
Clearly suspicious of that guy's like
a problem, and he tells his buddy to get a photo, who neglects to get that photo. But man, it was just so weird. Like, it's like, why would you go out of your way to make yourself?
Because he thinks he's smarter than everyone else, man.
I guess.
He's a man.
He's a dum-dum.
Yeah.
You talking to me? Scene amazing.
Or maybe he didn't at that point plan on doing anything. You're just
Yeah,
like,
he probably
you know,
doesn't have a clear idea of what he wants to do in his life. He's kind of like going with these weird motions.
Yeah. Well,
It's all feeding into still his obsession with was it Betsy?
yeah,
Betsy.
Yeah.
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Shepherd. Taxi driver also stops. I'm going to start referring to him as taxi driver.
Taxi
In my
driver.
notes, I show taxi driver all over. So taxi driver stops a
He
robbery.
has a name, damn it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's Mad Max or Die Hard.
It's like that.
Simpsons.
I know. I was thinking that it's like the thing I laugh about sometimes, where like the ghetto kids, where they refer to franchise like the characters by their franchise and the franchise by the character.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and watch Travis Bickle.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
go
then
watch
I'm
the
dressed as taxi driver.
Yeah. Yo, I'm taxi driver.
Yeah.
What? You're a taxi driver? No,
Yeah.
I am taxi driver.
I go dress up as Michael Myers, dress up as Halloween,
Yo, I'm Halloween.
watching Michael Myers 3.
Michael Myers Revenge. No, but he stopped. So he stops at robbery.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right.
At his favorite debonair.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it's
Deli,
good.
okay.
what?
Deli.
Or yeah, or a bodega.
I'll go bodega.
Yeah, it's New York,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy was speaking Spanish.
Victor Argo.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
A young Victor Argo, even though he looked still old as fuck.
yeah. I was gonna say, what do you mean young? Like the guy looked
Younger.
like he was in his mid-40s.
He does not like armed robbery.
He was a full-grown man. So he stops a robbery by shooting the suspect, and then he's like, "Well, I don't got a
Fuck
permit. I gotta go."
He's like, don't worry, I'll take care of this.
Yeah,
He's
he's,
just beating the
He's
shit
like,
out of
these
the horse.
motherfuckers. And he's
yeah, it's the fifth fucking guy this year, and it's only like June, by the way,
Yeah.
or July, or it's not even July, but yeah, it's June, and it's the fifth robbery of the year.
Yeah, well, the
like,
streets are
he's-
full of scum, man.
Can't catch a break. Can anyone explain to me that weird scene where taxi driver watches American Bandstand?
I mean, is that when he destroys his TV?
No, it was before where he's just watching like these people dancing to country music.
I think it feels into more of the isolation feeling of like you're watching this thing.
You're
this
seeing all these
interac-
couples
these
dancing.
interaction with
like,
people and how so fictitious it feels, and like it's like it seems so real to everyone else, but not to him. It's like it's almost like fascinates him. It's like he's alone. He wants someone. He sees all this like this idea of romance, the idea of connecting with people, and he just like he can't have that for himself. And it feels so fictitious. Yeah.
Okay, I that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for breaking that down. He sends that letter to his parents that he's lying all over.
Yeah.
That he works for the government. Not true. That he's got a girlfriend, Betsy. Definitely not true.
He's almost like morphing into this like sadder version of Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
What,
I can totally see like this like line like it's like almost vision is like for some reason I don't know why because this poorly educated superiority complex guy
Yeah.
just lies his way through things.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know who he's telling these lies for.
It's compulsive liar again because he has like a really shitty view of himself. He's trying to prop himself up. He's building a delusion.
De Niro has finally had enough of TV and kicks it over.
Yeah.
In a great scene, and the TV goes up and fucking flames
While he's
immediately.
like cuddling his
44.
Magnum.
He's carrying that thing around a lot.
Hey man, he paid for it.
Yeah. Well, I paid $3.50 for it.
Yeah,
It's a fair
you're gonna
chunk of
use
money.
it.
And this is where we finally have our proper introduction to Harvey Keitel.
Oh,
Greasy pimp Harvey Keitel.
fucking Tommy Wiseau looking motherfucker.
He looked a lot like Tommy Wiseau.
with like a leather fedora, pants that went up past his navel.
Yeah.
He looked like a little
white
boy.
wife beater.
Yeah, he looked like a little boy.
And long black greasy hair.
Yeah.
But no facial hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because De Niro starts like not so awkwardly. He sees Iris, Jodie Foster, and just kind of following her around down the street.
Yeah, and finally sees who her pimp is.
Yeah.
And she asks him, or
yeah, because he followed her earlier on, and he takes off.
Yeah.
Fast, and he sees her again.
And he tries to pick her up, and Iris says, "Go talk to my man." What was his name?
Sport?
It was Sport.
Matthew.
Thank you.
Sport.
But yeah, Sport, as it says in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when
Given
Harvey
a
Keitel.
Franco alien-like performance.
Yeah, if James Franco, if you want to win,
James Franco would play that in the modern day.
we should remake this
Dead on would be Franco.
and recast it with whoever we said earlier and James Franco as Sport. if you want to win that Academy Award, you should have done more sport, less riffraff in Spring Breakers.
Well, he's got a new one. Well, we'll talk about it later. You seen the trailer for King Cobra?
No, I didn't.
Oh, we'll watch. Oh, when we're done with this,
we'll watch it later.
That.
Okay, cool. Reaction video.
Mm.
So Keitel tells.
Well, yeah, I see the opposite question of are you
a cop?
Are you a cop?
Yeah.
Because you're reminded. Put this on record. Remember in New York?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was dead on when those guys thought I came up like a narc. It's like
he's like, yo, you a cop? Like,
yeah, you
no.
square.
No, definitely not a cop.
Well, I also mentioned he looks like the at this point De Niro looks like the Jazz's the saxophone player from Electric Mayhem. He's got the shades on. He's moving like a fucking Muppet.
Yeah.
He's barely emoting.
Yeah, no real acting done on that scene. But it was okay because he was trying to find out information about Iris and how long to be with her, etc., etc.
Yeah, apparently, I guess I hate to think the world he lives in where this is a selling point of like how awesome it is that she's 12 years old.
Yeah, like Keitel's selling it up, and he's like, you can fuck her in the ass, you can fuck her in the pussy, come on her face, whatever. She's 12.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh,
make her dick explode.
Yeah, make her dick explode.
It's like a weird accent he's coming in and out of.
Yeah, but like I don't.
No rough stuff though.
Yeah, no rough stuff because that would be weird. But like, how is that a selling point? I guess for the very select few.
It reminded me of in Daredevil with the Punisher.
Okay.
When the guy when he was like leaving and he's trying to sell him the porn and he's like he tries the selling point.
Oh yeah.
He's like 15 years old.
He's 15. Oh okay.
Yeah,
well.
I was like, well, you didn't say that.
Yeah, I was okay with porn. I'm not okay with underage porn. And now you dead. So he negotiates with Keitel.
Yeah.
For some time with Iris, and they go to the.
Won't take the money himself.
No, because he's not trying to fuck him. He's trying to fuck Jodie Foster, and they go to this flop house.
Her apartment, yeah.
Yeah, where this slumlord at the stairs
looks like Dennis Farina's sleazy older brother.
Sleazy fatter older brother is asking for a cut as well.
Yeah.
$10 for 10 minutes or something like that.
He's gonna be timing him.
And he's gonna be timing him. And like, great, just what I needed.
In the shadows, as we see.
Yeah, he's just
one of the
waiting.
creepiest scenes where he'll just emerge from the shadows.
And he pays with that crumpled up 20.
Yeah.
That Keitel throws down at the beginning of the movie.
No, I think he just tipped that guy. He was just like,
oh, okay. That's
yeah,
he was like,
this is yours.
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
like, spend it right.
Well, yeah, he's trying to trying to figure out like what Jodie Foster's deal is. It's like it's a distraction.
Come back anytime.
It gives him another distraction
cowboy.
of like I can be a hero for this poor unfortunate soul.
Well, yeah, that's it. Well, she goes in and says, "Okay, you have till the end of this cigarette when your time's up to get busy." And she starts taking off her clothes, and he's like, "No, I don't want that. I just want to know about
Try
you."
taking off his clothes too, which he took longer to react to. Than...
Yeah, he's like, no, I guess not. But he's like, "Don't you remember me? Like, you jumped in my cab and tried to save you, and I didn't. I'm here."
No, I was fucked up on drugs. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was fucked up on drugs. That was the problem. Yeah. And now I'm sober, so it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. And he mildly convinces her to go out on a breakfast date the next day.
Well, I guess in the idea where it's like because he's paying her for some of that, he's like, "Oh, I guess I don't have to have sex with this guy."
Yeah,
it's not so bad.
Yeah, well, he still has to pay her, so that way Sport doesn't think that she's stealing from him.
Yeah, she gets up around 1.
Yeah. So they go for breakfast, and then later that evening, Sport gives her all kinds of pimp talk.
It's apparently that scene was improvised.
Oh yeah.
And Keitel hung around actual pimps.
Really?
That's some hardcore pimp talk.
It really was. Once again, James Franco, if you wanted to get Selena Gomez in Spring Breakers, you should have done more Sport, less riffraff.
Also, apparently, De Niro also was a taxi driver for a while before this.
An actual taxi driver?
Yeah, he did I think 30 hours of actual taxi driving around to get in the character.
Oh, for the character. Okay, yeah, I thought as a
apparently what I wrote, I read Oliver Stone claims that he was inspiration for this character because at the time Scorsese was teaching him, and he was a Vietnam vet turned New York City cab driver that wore a drab olive army coat. Apparently,
it's pretty common though for both Vietnam vet and
taxi driver.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, right? Where you probably can't sleep at night from all the shit you did.
And unfortunately, also
he believes he was one of the models.
Yeah,
for Travis.
For sure. Especially if they were friends and he knew enough intimate details. So they go to breakfast. Everybody's a square at this meal.
Yeah, ain't
I
no
love
square.
that. Yeah. It's like, you're a square for trying to save me. Yeah, you're a square for being drugged up and being a hooker.
Yeah.
Like, guys, come on, grow up. Nobody's a square, okay?
She's jamming up that toast. Yeah, apparently he wants her to go home. He's like, "Well, my parents hate me."
Yeah, which
am I gonna go?
they never really mentioned one way or another that her parents hate her.
Some old-looking parents, though.
Yeah, and the photos at the end of the parents, they gotta be like 70 and she's
70
12.
and weighing like over 250 pounds.
Yeah, each.
The Wilford Brimley-looking dad.
And
She also she's also really into astrology.
yes, everything is star signs. Oh, well, you know, Cancers are the best lovers, but Virgos get along the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Sport would never, like,
Yeah.
talk bad about me.
Yeah.
What does she call him? A chicken? Or what does he call her? A chick?
Yeah, something.
He called you a chicken. He's like,
Yeah.
you told him you
Yeah.
hear about the things he was saying about you.
Which, I mean, seemed like lying to me. I mean, Sports said some pretty heinous shit.
Yeah.
That was not one of them.
No, a chicken is not so bad, all things considered. And so Travis, so Travis tries to convince her to leave Sport during his breakfast, and he goes, "Well, where'd you go?" And she's like, "Oh, I'd probably go up to one of those communes in Vermont."
Yeah.
Which I guess are very well known. I've never heard of any communes in Vermont, but
It's better than some commune down in.
I know communes in Vermont. I know a girl that was living on like a commune. in
Oh, really?
Vermont. Yeah. It's like a farm down there.
fuck, now I look stupid. I'm very happy nobody
Take a
can
word
see
for it tonight.
the look on my face that I look so dumb.
Surprise!
Oh, crap! Fuck. Captured my soul.
They'll be up on our Instagram.
Yeah,
It doesn't
well,
exist.
yeah, we're not on Instagram, not on Twitter, barely on Facebook.
You find us.
Yeah, that's it. If you want to... Okay, you know, it's a good time as now, for the plugs.
Text Trevor. Yeah, go check it out. It's alright.
GBU podcast at gmail.com. Send us all your horrible hate letters and other recommendations of movies.
And angry emoticons.
Yeah, the poop emoji, frowny face, thumbs down, whatever.
Yeah. Your Travis Bickle cosplays.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you ever want to take photos of you dressed up as the main characters, send it in. We'll post it up anywhere we can. What is it? GBU podcast at YouTube. That's where you can probably hear this. And now we're on SoundCloud. GBU podcast on SoundCloud. Find us there too.
Shameless plugs.
Yeah, shameless. No problem.
Greatest films ever made.
All right, we're almost done. Don't worry, guys. We're
It is,
almost
because
done.
it goes right from he's now fixated on saving this girl.
Yeah.
Which is like, well, I'm gonna write her a letter, put some money in it.
Yeah, $500, which probably go pretty far.
Mm-hmm. It's urgent.
And
Shaves, this is when he gets his infamous mohawk.
yeah, well, that's it. He polishes his boots. He fucking
Sharpens up his knife.
sharpens up his knife, burns those shitty flowers that have now since like died and turned into horrible
It's so
shit.
like fucking like hurt teenager poetic. Like, I burned these flowers.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He straps a knife to his boot, and he's ready for action.
Mm-hmm.
The next Palestine event he goes to, this time sporting full mohawk
Mm-hmm.
and looking bad
Did you
ass.
say Palestine event?
Did I? Palantine. Freudian slip, guys. Freudian slip. He went to the last Palantine event.
I was like, Palestine? What the fuck?
Get your propaganda.
Good call.
Out of here,
Good catch,
buddy.
Vince. Good catch.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's like, I'm not gonna say anything.
I know, maybe you didn't say that, but I heard Palestine.
Well, if I did, I didn't mean to,
Supposed to
and
say.
if I didn't, well, maybe I should have. At the next Palantine event, all good?
Where Kel Surprise, he gets kind of noticed.
Oh, yeah.
For either his bizarre attire,
Yeah,
his
that.
flamboyant haircut, his bizarre movements, or the fact that the scary guy knows the fuck this guy looks like.
Oh, I recognize you. It was that goober who was Henry Crinkle, right?
Yeah, you got a weird haircut. You're still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, same clothes, same fucking drab olive-colored army jacket, but now a mohawk, which I guess for 1976 would be pretty shocking, as far as like hairstyles to go.
Apparently, it was based on some kind of like military thing, like guys who would shave for like commandos.
Oh, really?
The whole details on it, but
Well,
it's his war. It's like his war paint,
I guess.
which was a hairpiece, which looked good.
It did look good on him. Oh, was it a hairpiece? Really?
Yeah, it was a hair. Yeah, because he couldn't cut his hair because he was like They weren't shooting the film in order like most films do. Like,
Right.
It's not sequential. And plus, he's filming another movie.
Yeah,
So you
that's
know,
true.
it's like a skull piece.
Oh, really?
Like, skull cap they put on with it on.
Really?
Yeah, it looks
That's kind of a letdown. It looked really, really good.
It does look good. I mean, it still looked good on him.
Yeah,
he
no.
actually shaved it. But
Yeah.
you can see it on display. They have it like
They have it now on display in the Smithsonian.
it's not Smithsonian, but it is in a film museum.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, Travis moves into the crowd now. While Palantine is coming off the stage and handshakes in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And he reaches into his jacket. And of course, the security agent who saw him earlier was like, oh, it's that weirdo.
Yeah.
Saw him reach into his jacket. And he's like, go, that guy's got a gun. And Bickle runs off.
Takes off, and we get to see one of the security guys tumble, almost like run into somebody.
Yeah,
like,
full speed and
over them.
tumble.
It's a great aerial shot.
Yeah, not many aerial shots in this, but the ones that were in there were very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Travis just kind of goes home. He's like, oh, fuck, that didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well.
All right. Fuck, I'm going to go shoot.
Yeah.
Guess I'll take a more direct approach. That seems to make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna take matters in my own hands, and we cut to Sport paying off a mafioso who's gonna go see Iris in her usual room, and Bickle is strapping up. This one of my favorite things in movies, especially action movies, is when the hero armors up or tools up.
Oh, like the beginning of Schumacher's Batman movies.
Yep, I love it in Evil Dead.
I love it in it's almost the tool up motif is when someone gets out of jail and they get their shit. It's the gear up like at the beginning of Blues Brothers.
Oh yeah,
it's my favorite.
Here's all your stuff.
The armoring up. Use prophylactic.
Frank Oz as the jailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime like the protagonist tools up, I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for battle.
Yeah, man.
He's got all of his guns packed onto him. He's got his boot knife. He's got everything ready to go.
Goes Sport doesn't recognize him.
Not with the mohawk.
Yeah.
And the sunglasses he's wearing at night, which doesn't seem weird at all.
Fuck you, Corey Hart.
Yep. Don't need you. And so he starts bothering Sport, saying, "Hey, you know Iris?" And Sport's like, "I don't know no Iris." And then bang!
Right in the gut.
Right in the gut. And this is where the movie turns like into some kind of Tarantino movie.
Well, this movie was rated X.
Yes, for this last 15 minutes.
Last scene. The reason he got down the rating is the colors are all like fucked up and muted. So that's why the blood kind of looks like pinkish or. Like,
well, it's got that 70s look of blood. Excuse me. So yeah, he shoots Sport right in the stomach.
Yeah, they kind of sits down, processes what he just did. It's almost like he also reminds me of it's like a school shooter mentality.
Yeah, where he's kind of got that taste for blood now. And
it's more like you keep building up to this idea of what you're doing, what you're going to do. Like you fixate on this act of violence to like let go of all these negative emotions you have and all this hate you have towards the world. And then like he finally shoots someone. Well, he shoots someone like it's premeditated. Where like the guy in the robbery was very the moment. He's like shocked after he does it.
Yeah, he didn't seem to know what he was doing.
Like it's here, he's building up guys to know what's happening. Just like shoots Matthew.
Yeah,
right. The guy
Sport
sits down, processes what he did. He's like, all right,
let's go to work. And he gets up. He goes into the slum house.
Yeah.
The flop house, excuse me. Sees the slumlord.
Yeah.
Shoots him in the hand with the 44 Magnum, and his hand explodes.
Yeah.
Fucking
blows off like 3 or 4 of his fingers.
Almost. Well, you know what? Earlier in the movie, they were talking about how that man lights a match.
Yeah.
With only 2 fingers, his pinky and his
that's right.
thumb.
Yeah,
And I don't remember if those are the fingers that were left on there, but I'm going to go ahead and say those were the only fingers left.
That would be a weird. Yeah, that'd be a weird callback.
Maybe. I mean, I should have really paid more attention. I only thought of that right now. So, yeah, he blows off the hand.
And then the guy's immediately in shock, like just almost staring at his hand, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would be in shock if these things I grew up with were now disappeared forever.
Yeah.
And that's when a shot comes from behind and
grazes his neck.
Grazes him in the neck. And it's Sport, somehow still alive, to which point Travis turns around and lays one into him. Then walks over and double taps him on the floor. 2 double taps. Quadruple tap. On the floor.
He fucking kills him.
Yep. And the gunshots ring out in the hallway, and you can see the mafioso aware of what's going on. Then while Travis is going up the stairs, this the slumlord does not want to get off his case.
Well,
You son of a bitch! I kill you!
Yeah,
I kill you, son of a bitch! You fuck! He just keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
And like banging on his back with one hand because the other one's
He is
fucking
all
blown apart.
fucked up.
And as he's about to fight him off, Mafioso shoots Travis in the arm.
Yeah, right in the arm and causes him to in the right arm and causes him to drop his gun and drop to the floor. And that's when that the gun deployer comes out.
Yeah.
Right from the sleeve to his hand and
Shoot through the cheek.
4 or 5 bullets to the face, and it looked cool when it hit him in the cheek.
Oh, that's
It
always,
kind of like rippled.
yeah, that always wigs me out when I see that in like TV or movies.
Yeah, like squibs going off on skin.
Yeah, or he just shot in the cheek too. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that seems really brutal. Because it almost seems like it would be painless because there's not much
it's
going
painful
on.
and ain't killing him, but you're just like, oh, that's just suffering.
Yeah, he's gonna feel bad for a while.
Yeah, it just collapses dead in Iris's apartment, who's freaking out.
Well, yeah, because after he shoots the mafioso and kills him, the slumlord comes back again. You bastard! You son of a bitch!
He's been rolling those saving throws, man.
Yeah, he saved. He kept going.
He
man.
kept going.
And he tackles Travis into the Iris's apartment, and Travis goes for that boot knife that he's been sharpening
Yeah,
and
stabs him
strapped.
in his other hand.
I thought it was the same hand.
I think it was the other hand.
Oh yeah, well, that'd be just as bad. I mean, it's gonna be bad
He
no
evens
matter
him
what.
out.
Yeah, and then picks up a gun from the mafioso and puts one in the head.
Well, as Iris says, no, don't shoot him.
Yeah,
and
don't
he
shoot him.
Paints the walls with his brains.
Oh yeah, splatters it.
And then either through, again, much almost like a school shooting mentality of, I don't want to deal with the consequences of this, or some kind of, in his mind, noble warrior thing. He tries to shoot himself.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, he picks up 2 or 3 guns and they all have no bullets left in them.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm just going to sit on this couch for a while.
I'm gonna sit down, and a cop comes in.
Yeah, like almost like, well, miss that you're next.
Yeah, the episode 13,
Yeah.
13A.
The Lost.
The lost episode. Yeah, cop comes in right at the end to see this, and Travis just puts finger guns to his head while he's dripping in blood, and goes.
And then we're closing with a great shot, which probably took 3 months to prepare. The only shot that was described in the script of this overhead of just the carnage.
Yeah, well,
this
it was
entire building.
the only word I can use would be a massacre. It was just a bloody nightmare.
It's when they were, but like, and sweet, the film has only 4 confirmed kills in it.
Yep.
And there's like a 5th one because there is a rumor that like everything after this point is like a dream sequence Travis has as he's dying.
It's not like a real. I mean, it's not a very. It's
I guess
because
for the
the
70s
violent. It's so violent because there's not anything
It's
really
not
violent
spectac-
before that,
and it's not spectacular.
and it just like
either.
comes boom out of nowhere, and it's
Yeah.
just like oh,
And it's realistic.
so
It's not like
really-
you get shot and you're dead. It's like no, you lie and you
But-
suffer or yeah.
Apparently, like Scorsese was reluctant to edit the end, the climax, and he thought it was funny because the changes ordered by the MPAA actually made it more shocking than had originally been intended. So I think they like inadvertently
It's a bigger, longer uncut situation.
something, I don't know.
Yeah, we cut to I guess months later.
Yeah, no, there's no real time frame.
Well, he's got his hair back.
He's got his hair back. P.S. There's a voiceover where
It's a
we
voiceover
learn
where
that Travis is still alive. That it's Iris's parents.
Yeah, we're
sending a
drifting
thank you letter.
over news articles of the event that happened.
Hero taxi driver.
Yes, not of the attempted assassination of the senator.
No, that part gets glazed over.
But of the
heroic act
heroic
of saving
act of like this
12-year-old.
violent outburst he had just happened to have a good outcome.
Yeah. Where okay, well this time he turned it on a pimp and a mafioso.
Yeah, where he was just almost in that same day, I was like, almost preferably would have liked to have just shot a senator and who knows who else.
It would have been all good either way.
Yeah, for him.
But yeah, we hear through the voiceover that Iris is doing well. That her parents are happy to have her back. That Travis is still alive.
They'd love to thank him in person. They're just not able to do so.
They live in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah, Travis hanging out with his buddies.
yeah, last scene, Travis hanging out with his buddies, shooting the shit with Wizard. And he gets a final fare. He gets in to take off, and who is it? Sybil Shepherd.
Good old Betsy.
Yeah. Hello, Travis.
Yeah, it plays it cool.
Yep. We find out that Palantine gets the nomination for president, and he'll probably end up winning. Betsy inquires how Travis is doing after everything that happened to him. He's a little sore. Still a little sore.
It's a little sore, but he's very he's very low key about it.
Yeah.
As is his way.
Yeah. He drops her off. She asks what the fare is, and he just gives her a look and drives off.
And then has that freak out in the back window.
Yeah, he keeps checking in the
really
rear view.
Essentially, well, because he said, but some people always thought for years that that whole ending was almost like his dream sequence, because I guess his hair is back. It's almost his idealized version of what he wants.
Right.
And Scorsese and the director's like, no, it's what happens.
It is what it is.
It's almost like a dark ending showing this guy it didn't cure him, his outbursts. Like, he's still a cold spring.
Yeah.
And next time he goes off, it won't be
It
beneficial.
might not be good, yeah.
Most likely it won't be good. He kind
Exactly.
of lucked out on the last time.
And that's Taxi Driver.
Finn.
Yeah, Finn. Phenomenal movie.
I loved it.
Just great. Like,
It's only the second time I've seen it, too.
really?
Yeah, the first time I saw it was only a couple years ago. I mean, I'd seen so many pop culture references towards
Yeah,
it.
that eventually you had to see it. This was one of the first DVDs I ever bought. Going back to when I was like 12 or 13. Where I was just like, yo, what is a Taxi Driver? Why does Robert De Niro have a mohawk? I want to know what this is. And it was cool. Like, it was one of those times where the first times where I was like, yo, I feel for the villain.
What's the first thing you remember seeing De Niro in?
First thing. Maybe Goodfellas.
I think mine maybe Casino. I'm trying to think of the first time I remember seeing De Niro in anything. I mean, obviously it was like the Cape Fear Simpson references.
Yeah.
That was the movie.
I think I might have seen, because I think I saw Cape Fear when it came out. Like, my parents rented it and I watched it. I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen it and then I saw The Simpsons and I was like, oh, it's from that movie. So I was pretty young when I saw that movie. I think that was maybe one of the first times. I'd heard about De Niro or whatever, but
this was our first noir movie to do too. It's kind of like a neo-noir.
yeah, psychological thriller, neo-noir. It's like
that rocking that sax.
Oh man,
Like easy
that
sax
hot
to
jazz.
It was like his mind's like an ours. It almost like
that was
mindset,
uncredited Tom Scott. I don't know if you know who Tom Scott is. No.
I don't think I
Wait,
scored
tell
it
us,
really.
who is Tom Scott?
Well, he's a saxophone player.
Okay.
Because I think it was rumored one of the guys who scored it was like the last film he did.
Bernard Herrmann. It was actually but apparently a lot of the music was misused. Like cues were wrong, and
I don't know.
Or completely unused.
Well, the juxtaposition I think always goes I think at the beginning where
I think the music goes pretty.
It's
well
the easy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from his mind's the easy, kind of lonely saxophone to
very dreamy to more
weird, harsh,
kind of this kind of ominous Well, it's Bernard Herrmann that did the music, who did Psycho.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's very Friday the 13th, but which I'm like, well, that's just a rip off so much of the Psycho
exactly.
theme.
But what would you say your favorite scene was, Ryan? And don't say that you're talking to me.
No, it's honestly that scene isn't, because I'm trying to think of fuck, that is tough. Could it be? Oh man, you're putting me on the spot here.
All right, well, we can get to this in another episode, or
yeah, I'm trying to
put it up in the comments. Put it up in the comments, guys. Read the comments. See what's out there. If anyone wants to even leave one, that's great. All right, well, don't stress about it, man.
I'm stressing, man. My hair's falling out.
I know, but you don't have to worry about it. Two separate things. Anyone want to say anything else about this? Vince, I know you're good for all kinds of trivia about.
There's a lot of trivia in this movie to all the people that were gonna play Betsy or Iris.
Yeah, for sure.
Apparently, there was a studios that wanted to back the film, and they had suggested Neil Diamond to play Travis,
Whoa.
which is kind of out there. Al Pacino apparently turned down the role at one point.
That would have been interesting.
We were talking before about the
Meryl Streep was supposed to play Betsy.
I can see that. The backing of
Linda Blair was going to play
The studio wanted
Iris.
to back out at one point because they thought of how what the fuck is up with this movie, or maybe it's too violent. And while filming this is when De Niro won his Oscar for Godfather 2, which is what launched his exposure. This and Godfather 2 was what made him.
It made his stock rise.
And his fee for this movie was $35,000.
Is that a lot or a little like?
It's pretty little. It's pretty for like the time for him as an actor established. So the studio was hoping that now he's a much more exposed star. Oh shit, he deservedly can ask for more money. And like, okay, cool, we can trash the project.
Right.
But Nero true to his words, like, no, I said 3,500. I'll stick with
35,000.
35,000. I was like, I'll stick to 35,000. That's what I agreed to.
No, good for him.
Yeah.
Young De Niro had a lot of integrity.
Mm-hmm. And apparently only got recognized once.
His integrity?
No. I'm there for you, Bobby D.
Yeah, I'm on your team, man.
When he was doing his taxi driving hours.
Right.
I guess like, Don Vito.
Apparently, everyone took like that didn't get paid very much. Like
paid scale.
Yeah, well, Sybil Shepherd was paid the same amount as Robert De Niro.
I heard she they had tough working her though. She apparently couldn't remember her lines.
Like, what are we paying you all this money for?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, I've heard it was under $200,000. All the actors and directors were paid.
Wow. Pretty respectable.
Yeah, and it's like
for the heavy hitters
it was a $1.8 million movie. Like it wasn't that. I mean, I guess for the time, but still, it was pretty modestly budget.
It's funny because like this is it's arguable Scorsese's best. It's pretty early, but it's not like he topped out at this.
No, but I feel like he's almost just plateaued. Like he plateaued at this, which is great because it's like his second or third movie.
Yeah,
or
he
like
maintained,
big feature.
Yeah.
And he's maintained that level, but at the same time,
he's taken a few dips.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but like, who's a career this long?
Yeah,
I mean, I can't name almost any other director who's maintained the level of like, I don't want to say stardom profile than Scorsese over all these years.
Yeah,
Spielberg.
But he's even pre Spielberg.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Okay, this long.
Yeah, and even Spielberg, I think he's like some of his films have dipped down more. I think Spielberg's lost more mojo than Scorsese has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that.
Where Scorsese, like even this day and age, like he'll either try he'll do experiments and do smaller films. When it comes out, it's always like it's a deal to go check it out. Even if it's something small like Hugo, where he's just like, oh, I want to try making a kids movie.
That was really good too.
And I'll do it, or like a small flick like Shutter Island.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes back and does like, which are like his smaller, arguably like his smaller, not successful films. Then he comes out in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
which is very much.
Departed was really good too.
Departed was really good. Yeah,
great. But even for a remake.
Even for a remake,
it was very, very, very good.
Mm-hmm. But like even Wolf of Wall Street, which is very much similar to like back to form with him and with Goodfellas, but it didn't feel like redundant. It doesn't feel like he's just going back to the well.
No, that's it. It kind of seems fresh, even though it's the same. Well, I mean,
it's familiar.
All the stories being told, right?
Yeah.
So anyone want to say anything else about Taxi Driver, or just anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic movie. It's
holds up really, especially for a movie of its age. Holds up incredibly well.
I mean, it's like you said, a lot of movies in the 70s, the pacing was kind of like some people can't.
Yeah, can't deal with
that. Now with their tension.
But this was intentionally not like supposed to be like a straight narrative either.
Yeah, well, I remember reading something about how he said he wanted to almost make it like a dream kind of like type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I mean, it mostly takes place at night. A lot of it.
Yeah, for the most part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So final things: good, bad, or ugly. Good. Just straight across the board.
Good,
guys,
but ugly in all the best ways of like that 70s.
Well,
sweaties.
the grease of the 70s New York scene.
Yeah, the grease and neon.
Yeah, and
smoky manholes.
You guys recommend it to people?
Highly.
Of course.
Yes.
I feel like I didn't even need to ask. Guys, I'm sorry that you had to hear this, but it's part of the show, right? It's in our formula. Speaking of formula, one more time for those shameless plugs, guys. GBU podcast at gmail.com, GBU podcast at Facebook, at I don't know, YouTube.
Look for
SoundCloud.
Just look up Good, Bad, the Ugly and go with the ones that don't have Clint Eastwood on it.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet.
Podcast after.
Yeah, you gotta write podcast, otherwise they're not gonna find it. It ends up being something else. And like I said, guys, don't forget to send us hate mail, dick pics,
suggestions.
If you want to be a guest, please. We're really desperate. We'll take anybody at all. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Anything else? Something we gotta throw in there.
I don't know. I feel like we should like record our own kind of intros and outros narratively.
Yeah.
Travis Bickle style.
Guys, listen to the old episodes too. Just because you're hearing the brand new one this time doesn't mean you shouldn't go back and hear all the great
All our
late
dulcet
glory.
tones.
And all right, that's it. I'm done with this. So thanks a lot, guys.
Adios.
Peace.